Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Overtime Sports Show, the most interactive sports show. And I am AV along with my homie.
Hey, what up? It's G-Man, and look who just walked in.
Is that James Garrett J. Mack as we know it?
The Freestyle King is in the building, y'all.
So I get to be on the hottest sports show?
You got a sports freestyle?
Man, I'm chilling on the freestyle. Just don't stop. AV, y'all are doing it at the box. Got G-Man. Oh, I messed up.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's all good.
You on the road, though.
I'm out. I'm getting ready to watch y'all.
He been here since like midnight last night, bro. He stays here 20 hours a day.
Yeah, he putting in some work, man.
Big bucks, bro.
Yeah, he definitely put in some work. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Be sure to like and share and comment. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Tom Brady is using the MF word. We got some basketball drama that's taking place. CP3 is coming back, and a lot of course, NBA action. We're going to get into that. But first, we got a new owner of the Dynamo and the Dash, man. Got a shout out to Ted SEGAL, a big businessman, real estate developer and financing company man from New York. He is now the proud owner of our Dynamo and the Dash.
Wow, that's a good look. Hopefully he's going to keep everything here. I mean, we got the stadium. We got got some loyal fans.
Yeah.
With COVID, being less and less strict.
Hey,
they should have a good crowd there, man.
Hey, I'm going to make you laugh. I worked for the city before I got in the radio, and one of our requirements was we had to teach the kids soccer. I had no experience, man.
Yeah, that's my school didn't offer soccer when I went. Milby didn't have a soccer team back in the day. Yeah.
So can you imagine somebody? All I knew was basketball, football, and baseball, and I'm out here trying to teach these kids how to play soccer.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Hey, I got a new fresh cut today, man. I don't know if you can tell. I told the lady to leave it long on the top, but she kind of gave me that little military cut. But oh well.
Yeah,
I wear a hat on anyway.
I was about to salute you, but I don't know if that's right and in order. Listen, got a shout out
once every 4 months, man. So
every 4 months, that's a distance. That's a long time. I get the little shave just because I want to be entertained in the barbershop every single week. That's probably why I don't have no hair now. Man, Shout out to the Supreme Court rule that the NCAA can't limit education-related benefit for athletes. Of course, they're not letting them get monetary gain off of their jerseys, or they're not paying them yet, but they can't stop them from paid internships, getting computers, doing student abroad programs.
Yeah.
They're able to do these things, and graduation scholarships as well. So I think it's a step in the right direction, but I still think our NCAA players, they need to get paid, man.
Well, I mean, this has been an ongoing topic. The old college football game came off of the PlayStation, Xbox, because they weren't getting played. But now they started bringing them back in Madden, the new Madden. So hopefully there's a way for them to get a little bit of money, man. Because you got to think, man, that's why a lot of these guys are taking, improper benefits, because they come from a lot of these players that are really good come from, not a big income family. So they got to do, man. And I don't blame them, man. I do not blame them one bit. If somebody comes to me and says, "Here's $10,000."
Woo! What you gonna do?
I ain't got $10 in my bank account. I'm taking 10 grand.
You've never seen $10,000, so it's like, hey, they're offering you cars and trucks, and we're not saying that it's the right thing to do, but still, somebody coming out of poverty is like, hey, this is a benefit to them. And think about like A&M. That stadium is what? It's full almost every week, maybe 100,000 people. Just imagine how much money they're making, and then these players who are sacrificing and playing every week. Not getting anything. I mean, they get scholarship, they get meals, they get room and board, but financially,
I think it'd be good if they gave them a little per diem or something like that. Just something to say, hey, if you need to go buy you some new drawers, some socks, here's a little money. Here's $100 a week, or something. I don't know, just something.
Yeah. Pay the boys. Pay them. I mean, this is a step in the right direction, but we'll see how they go from here. Man, NBA action, baby.
Oh, that was crazy last night. I actually watched it till about the halftime, and then I left a friend's house to go home, and the pimp, JQ, was texting me talking about, "Are you watching this game?" I'm like, man, I'm fixing to turn it back on, and I see the dude nose bleeding everywhere, and the ending was just, I mean, you got to think the Clippers got the worst luck in the world. It's their third series in a row down 0-2. I mean, it's crazy.
But is it a bad thing? Because like you said, this is the third series down 0-2. And they're headed home. So, man, they may be able to come back and even out the series. But you got to give the Clippers credit that they were able to battle their way back into the game. I just felt bad for PG. Paul George, he couldn't come through in the clutch, especially when it came to the free throws. You got to make your free throws in the playoffs, man. If you want to win, you got to make your free throws. Like, I've been on board, and you know this, I've been on board with Chris Paul and, of course, Booker and Phoenix. And Chris Paul, they just announced a couple of minutes ago that he's going to be back for Game 3 now. He's went through the NBA protocol, so he's ready to go. And Phoenix has been able to survive 2 games at home. Do you see this series kind of like being over quick? Or do you think that Clipper magic is going to come back?
I think the Clippers are definitely going to get one at home. But, man, they had it right there in their lap. They could have been 1-1 going back to the Staples Center. Now, all the wind is out your sails. I mean, I'm sure everybody felt, defeated. Like, man, we just had this game with 0.9 seconds to go 1-1 back home and just taken away from me like that, man. So, and I actually turned my head for a quick second to answer a question and something like that. And I turned around and heard all the crowd noise, and I missed the alley-oop. I was like, wow.
Yeah. DeAndre Ayton. Listen, I need a DeAndre Ayton. Last night, I was watching that NBA lottery, and, man, when they got down to the final 2 and we were like, it was between us and Detroit, I said, man, we are about to get the number 1 pick. And somebody pulled the rug from up under us.
There was 4 teams that had the same amount of opportunity to get it, and I just thought we were. I don't know if I'm liking this. You're the worst team in the league, and you don't even get the number 1 pick. I mean, I know
like that idea
because the San Antonio Spurs back in the day when they had David Roberts and Tim Duncan. I know why they're doing it, because they tanked to get the number 1 pick. But, man, I mean, the dude that's projected to go number 1, a freshman, Cade Cunningham, averaged 20 points a game. I mean, he's a projected number 1 pick.
Yeah,
he would have been perfect with Christian Wood, but now we got to see what else is out there, man.
Well, my thing is now, because like you said, we've been on the Cade Cunningham board. And he's already said that's the only place he's going to visit is Detroit. So if they don't pick him, we can do some negotiation, because we got 3 picks in the first round actually. Yep. And Raphael Stone was just talking about yesterday. He says we're going to do 1 or 2 things. We're either going to keep this pick or we're going to trade it, but we're going to come out of this draft better than when we went in. But I kind of like Evan Mobley, and I also like Jalen Green. Now Mobley, of course, is 6'11", out of USC. He's a good guy that, like you said, we can put with Christian Woods and kind of have that Tim Duncan, David Robinson, or Akeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, kind of 2 big men down low. Or if you go with Jalen Green, who's kind of a development player, he's been down in the D League. He's a guy who's he's a 46% shooter, and so he's also has hit 36% from the 3-point line. So he's a developmental player that we can use. He got good size, 6'6", shooting guard. He'll be good on the team, but we'll see, man. Who knows? Even Jalen Suggs. He's another one. Jaden Suggs is another good player that I think he can come in with Porter, and that could be a dynamic backcourt. But we'll kind of see. Keep your eyes, too, on Davion Mitchell from Baylor. If we can get him with our late-round pick, man, I ain't going to lie. Give me Mobley. Give me Mitchell at the end of the first round, and I'll be satisfied with our Houston Rockets. I'm still kind of sad, though. I just knew that first pick, man, was ours. But number 2 is not so bad.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, hopefully number 2 pick will turn out to be a Michael Jordan type of pick, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know that Mike. Yeah, King was number 1, Mike was 3, but hey, we did good. What's up with your boy? Wait a minute. What's up with your boy Caruso from the Lakers who got arrested on a marijuana charge?
Boy went back to College Station and was lighting it up. I said, dang, he got arrested in College Station for some marijuana. I mean, they gotta make that thing legal already, but still, if it's not legal. You can't get caught with it, brother, especially not being in the league, man.
He's to the state of California where it's legal.
That's why I'm going to Las Vegas tonight to smoke it up. Baby.
Oh, Lord.
Legally.
Time out.
Well,
That's what.
My mama not here no more. God rest her soul. That's the only reason why I never puffed on the herb. When I go to Las Vegas, I got to get lit, man. I'm sorry. I got to turn up a little bit.
Don't you put that on your mama, man. You be careful with that herb. What? Your boy James Harden and Kevin Durant said goodbye in the NBA playoffs. James Harden walked off the court and didn't shake anybody's hand. I mean, I was like, come on, James. Come on, James. Durant gave it all he did. I got to give James his props. He played injured, but of course they just came up short. Milwaukee brought it to him.
But, they always said, was James going to be that James Harden playoff player that he was with the Rockets, where came down to it, he just didn't come in the clutch. And I will say this, he was hurt, but man, you can't go 1 for 9 or 1 for 10 in game 7. I mean, you just can't, you can't, man. You can't do it without Kyrie Irving. You got to do Devin Booker, what he did yesterday with a broken nose. I don't know how that man played with a broken nose, knowing that in the basketball game, at any given time, you can get an elbow, something.
Yep.
I mean, I can't imagine playing with a broken nose in a basketball game.
You better bring that mask back out, man. You know what it's time for? It's time to put that steel on his face because he got some more games to play. Kevin Durant, he gave it his all. But Scottie Pippen said when it comes to him being on the same level as LeBron, he says he still has some learning to do. You got to check out this video.
It's funny. You mentioned the Brooklyn-Milwaukee game 7. Kevin Durant, he had like some great games in that series. And for whatever reason, some people felt like he had to prove something in that. Did you feel like KD has sort of elevated his game to another level? Or do you feel like he's always been this player?
Well, I feel like he's always been this player. I mean, I see a lot of the talk now going on about, has he surpassed LeBron James?
Has he?
Surpassing LeBron James takes a little bit more than an individual's effort. LeBron James is a complete team player who understands team and winning. Has KD gotten to that level yet? He went home.
Man.
LeBron went home too, though. I mean, how many championships have LeBron won?
He's got what, 3, 4?
Yeah, and KD has 2. Now, LeBron's been in 10. I get you. But I just think KD, he's actually taken his game to a whole new level. He's always been a shooter. But I think all around, he gave it his best shot. I mean, what else do you expect from KD?
Yeah, LeBron went home first round too. I mean, he's been in so many finals. He kind of reminded me. I thought he was on that Tom Brady train for a minute. Where you, yeah. But
I got you,
man.
I got you. But still, I mean, what are we saying here? It's like apples and oranges. Is he better than LeBron as an all-around player? It's like 1A, 1B to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think Durant definitely outshoots. Definitely outshoots LeBron.
Definitely.
I mean, got the size, the outside shot. I mean, think about it. The man had a torn Achilles, man. Can you get back? I mean, I know I never had a torn Achilles. I never had a torn nothing. So I don't know what it's like to come back with something like that, but I know it can't be that easy. No,
especially not. You come back a year later and you're able to play and produce like he's did this year and to take his game up to another level in the playoffs. Give him his props. Like I said, I just think it's JB, I think it's just 1A, 1B to me. And they're both great players. And I'm just glad that we're able to be in this time and to see these guys perform. So I'm just going to leave it at 1A, 1B. We're going to leave it there, man. So we got to talk about something that happened in the NFL. The Raiders, Carl NASSIB came out yesterday as the first active NFL player to come out as gay.
And a top-selling jersey at that, man. I knew a lot of support was going to come out. Now, I don't know if you read, if you saw Warren Moon's tweet or him saying that he played with some players who didn't come out that were gay. And I think I know he was talking about the one guy from the Oilers who ended up killing himself on the freeway.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly who he was talking about because, that guy felt the pressure and certain stuff happened on it that we won't get into at this time. But it was like, there were a lot of guys that we knew in the league, and you and I have been covering it for years, that we knew who were gay, but it's just a different time, more acceptable now than it probably was, especially in Warren Moon days. He had to deal with racism on top of that. So, you definitely wasn't going to come out and say that then. No, and the guy can ball though. The guy can play. The guy plays good. I think if you saw him play last year, you saw the highlights. He didn't. I mean, I don't know what gay looks like. I mean, but he didn't. He didn't sit there and say, "Oh man," no. He played ball
and was one of the fellas. And Derek Carr was one of the first ones to call him and say, man, I love you, bro. As a teammate, I love you. You know, I don't care if you're gay, you know, whatever.
I want to know if you could hit somebody, you can tackle somebody. We playing football. We all have lifestyle preferences. There's a lot of things going on in the locker room with the players, but at the same time, when you go out in that field, we competing as teammates. We playing ball. We going home. You live your life. I'm gonna live my life, and we're just gonna be respectable and be honorable to each other as we play as teammates. And then when we leave from out of the stadium, so hey, man, do your thing, bro. As long as you produce on the field, I don't care.
Yeah, and when he plays, he definitely don't play like no girl. I can tell you that. That man's balling out, interceptions, touchdowns. I mean, defensive. I mean, he's a stud, man, and he's somebody else's stud too. So it's all good. I ain't tripping.
Speaking, my man Tom Brady, he's opened up about his free agency tour that he went on, and he talked about one particular player who he says with the teams that he was being courted by. He was like, "You gonna keep this MFer
over me?" Yep. But you know what? Everybody who comes on that show, they keep it real, man. And that's that's what I like about that show. They keep it real, man. On the shop, they keep it real.
Yep, and of course, so speculation was, who was he talking about? Was it the Los Angeles Chargers? The New England Patriots were among the San Francisco 49ers. To some thought that he was talking about Tyrod Taylor, which is our quarterback, but then there were also rumors that came out that thought he was talking about Garoppolo. Oh, Jimmy.
You know what? He is from the Bay Area. Tom Brady. He grew up a 49ers fan. I can only think that if I had to pick one, I would say he was talking about Jimmy G, because he grew up a 49er fan. He would love to go back home and see his parents who live still in the area. I mean, that's what I think. But
and me too, because I'm thinking, hey, he's already had the relationship with Jimmy anyway when he was with him in New England, and now, like you said, an opportunity to go back home would have been a good choice for San Francisco because he was able to go to Tampa Bay and win a Super Bowl. So it would have been an actual great free agency signing if they could have got it. But I just love Tom's swag, man.
Yeah,
I just love swag. The brother know he good.
When he left New England, something triggered him to have a totally different mindset, because after they won the championship, he was out there drunk. You ain't never seen Tom Brady drunk like that in person. You ain't never seen him doing stuff that he was doing, man. Hey, it's all good, brother. So shoot.
Yeah. Like my man say, allegedly. Yeah, definitely. Allegedly, we feel he was talking about one of these two quarterbacks. And if it was Tyrod Taylor, I'm not mad at Brady for saying what he had to say. The brother, he got the Super Bowl ring, so he know his worth. And hey, a lot of great teams missed out on him taking them back to the Super Bowl. But hey, I know you were out last week. You were sweating and you were doing your thing in the boxing ring. And now I know, you had a good time out there, bro. You lost probably about 20 pounds being in the ring.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, man, it was a good deal for me to be out there with Jamal Charlo, with Showtime, and talking about the fight with Jamal Charlo. I mean, people were thinking he was supposed to knock this dude out. You're not gonna knock every single body out. Fight. But he dominated the fight. Yeah, Montiel, he is a slugger. He did get some shots in there, cut him a little bit. But this is boxing, man. Anybody can beat anybody in that squared circle, especially when you're in the same weight class. It don't matter if you're 50-0 or 1-49. I mean, it don't matter. You get in that ring, it's dangerous, man. You get caught. Luckily for Charlo, he had them hands, man, and he put on the show.
Yeah,
and it was a great fight, man. It was a great fight. And now his brother is going to fight in San Antonio.
Okay.
Got him booked to fight in San Antonio now. So Jermell will be in San Antonio fighting coming up in July.
I just love what they bring to the boxing industry, man. It's just an energy, especially here for us locally. It's just an energy and excitement that they bring, to it. So it's like, to me, it's taking boxing back to that next level. So just to see you guys out there, and celebrating and being a part of this moment, man, was actually just awesome to see. So I'm excited to see these guys continue to fight, and I know it's going to be good. Man, before we get out of here, that time runs real fast. We appreciate you guys liking, commenting, sharing. We see your comments. We appreciate everybody chiming in on it. Got to give it up for our Astros, man. Going for 10 in a row, baby. They done won 9 straight games. The Astros are rolling again.
Man, I tell you what, man, they look unstoppable. And you don't got Bregman in there.
Right.
You got Kyle Tucker in there.
Yeah.
The pitching, man, I tell you what, man, the pitching, Odorizzi, looked good the other night. Grinke looked good.
Yeah.
McCullers.
Yeah.
And then obviously Framber Valdez and Christian Javier.
Yeah.
The other dude.
We got 6 quality pitchers. And then
Queedy too. Queedy got that nasty slide. Oh man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, we don't have to tax our bullpen. Let me tell you something. When you get the guys who come from the Skeeters to come up and play, and we're getting more production out of the bottom half of our lineup, even Straw hit a couple of home runs.
Yeah, I mean, and I wasn't really big on Straw because I was like, man, this guy, but we need bodies out there. Come around and Toro been doing good, and a lot of them players, they're gonna have to send some back, but they're holding it down. And I think a lot has to do with the manager, Dusty Baker. He just knows baseball, man. He knows baseball. He knows where to put people, and he knows how to do it. And
Tucker, of course, will be back tonight. So excited about that as we go for our 10th victory tonight, and just keep on. I know it's the early days. We haven't gotten the dog days of summer yet with baseball, but it's just good to see that the Astros are the top team in the American League right now. We number 1, and that's just good to see. So let them keep on hitting them trash cans and doing all that. I like how over the weekend when Keuchel pitched, how we knocked him out in the 3rd inning, and the fans gave him a standing ovation.
Oh yeah, that was class, bro. Because you know what? Yeah. Keuchel didn't do nothing to, he didn't snitch, he didn't rat.
Right.
When they
didn't pull a Mike Flyer.
He left on his own. He left. Okay, cool. I know I didn't do good my last year here, but the fans they appreciated what he did. He won a Cy Young award here. He won a Cy Young.
And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us every Wednesday now, 5 p.m. to 5:30 with the Overtime Sports Show. You're commenting, liking, and sharing. If you're watching this later on, be sure to do the same thing. Share it. Hit the like button on it. We appreciate you guys keeping us up with us as we talk about sports each and every Wednesday. G-Man, let them know how they can keep up with you, homie.
I'm going to be in Las Vegas tonight.
Vegas.
I'm going to get on the boat. I'm going to smoke up, toke up, and polo. And eat some edibles and not get arrested, not get a damn fool either. But I'll be in Las Vegas. You can catch me at Gman979, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, all that. I'm not gonna get into the other stuff because I might be at the Bunny Ranch later on this weekend. I might show up at the Bunny Ranch. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to pray up for my homie. I got to keep him covered because the Bunny Ranch where Lamar Odom wins. Because don't go there. I don't want to get dead, but I do want to see me some butt naked. Follow me at Faith and Fame with AEV all across the board, Magic 102.1, and as well as Praise 92.1. You guys make sure you get the tickets to our drive-in July. We've got a good show coming up on Saturday, July the 3rd at the Viva Stadium. You can text, of course, on the Magic side, just text July to 71007. Go to myusetomagic.com. Get those tickets. They're going fast. It's $100 per car. You can get 4 or 5 people in your car. Y'all can split the cost. Come on out. We're going to be playing dominoes. We're going to be line dancing. We got Zydeco, R&B. We got it all. Everything's going to be out there. I said, if y'all would have made this a show with some Mexican groups on there, you know how we do it, bro. I ain't going to lie. We'd have put 15 in a Yugo, brother, and showed up. Like you said, how many in one car? Let's watch this. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Boys hanging out the trunk and everything. We here. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all. G-Man, do your dance, baby. You about to go get lit. You got to do your dance. Uh-oh. That's his Vegas dance. Uh-oh. Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. What the? Goodbye, y'all.